Okay, today I wanted to show you a urban single-speed bike I've built up using a few choice pick parts, but mostly just off-the-shelf stuff that anybody anywhere can find. I will start with the fact that I'll show you the starter bike was a Sears Free Spirit, which was your common 1970s 10-speed road bike, just a generic bike that I picked up for $14. Thought it would be a great project bike to see what I could do with. And of course the look I was going for was, you could call it a track bike or a fixie look-alike, but it is not a fixie. I will say that straight off the bat. I did not want to have the limitations, which is quite simple. You cannot coast, and you also lack a true brake, because you pedaling backwards, putting pressure on the pedals, is your brake. As you can see here, you have the dead giveaway of a coaster brake. What I have is a Weinmann DP18 rim laced up to a Shimano coaster brake hub. Now this same wheel is through JB Importers. You can order it at any time, and it is also on Amazon. You can buy it on Amazon. It's about $78, and to match to the front, it also is a Weinmann and Shimano wheel. This is the ZAC 19 rim to a Shimano hub. This one, the dealer that I use, he had it in stock on his shelf, so I got it at a buy. But you can buy comparable wheels for around $45–50. Not expensive at all, considering the fact that it's got DT Swiss spokes, a Shimano hub, good double wall rim, and I've got some Kenda top line tires laced up or mounted up onto these wheels. And inside, of course, I'm a big fan of the nylon fabric style rim strips, not the cheapy rubber, but I have used some core rim strips. One other key component that I'll point out is the Sunlite BB. You'll notice that I actually have some more modern square taper cranks, whereas of course all these older bikes used a one-piece crank. Now this specific BB is available on Amazon also under the Pyramid brand, but I ordered it through JB Importers at my dealer, and it's listed as a Sunlite conversion BB. It's just it is an old-fashioned ball bearing BB, and on it I put the Sunlite alloy cranks. There's just alloy single speed is what they're listed as. I paid about $20 with my discount. You should expect to pay $25 to $30 at most. And they are an alloy crank arm with a steel chainring, and that is a good combination in my opinion, because if you're looking for something durable, simple, the steel chainring will outlast an alloy, but it's also an inexpensive way to go, because steel chain rings generally are cheap, and that's what kept this crank as a $20 crank for me. And I've used some pedals I already had, because the whole point of this build was to be a fun, cheap build. I've got a Sunlite headset, used an Originate space bar that I just simply flipped upside down. This is the mountain bike bar, but flipped upside down, and it looks a lot like the old mustache bars. Got Originate lock-on grips. These are the Neo Gel Pros. They are a neoprene material, feels real good on bare hands with a little bit of a thin layer of gel underneath. Again, provides some cushion. But surprisingly, chromoly forks, which is what this is a chrome chromoly. This fork has a great amount of suspension to it itself, even though it is a rigid, because if you've never rode one, the bend there in the legs provides a lot of flex, so it takes a pretty good cushion off some of the potholes and curbs. Some of the odd things you'll have to find are, for these old bikes, they use some oddball seat post sizes that are no longer available, but this is a walled seat post available through JB Importers again. Your local bike shop can help you out with that. But this one, they did have one available to fit this little 22.2 interior size. put on WTB Speed V saddle that I had laying around. Always like WTB saddles no matter what bike they're going on. But all in all, including the price of the original bike, I have $217 into this, you would call it kind of a faux fixie or track bike. Got bikes behind it there, so it's kind of hard to get a good profile of it. But as you can see, it is a sharp looking bike that, with very minor care, because all you have is a coaster brake, which does allow you to coast, but also allows you to have the clean look of no brakes. There you can see some common commuter components. You got to have a lock, got a computer, a light, and the Originate Joe to Go drink holder. Now, this little Originate Joe to Go drink holder is fantastic. It's got a little rubber grip, and on the inside is rubber lined, and that thing really will hold any drink you find anywhere, like for me at the local coffee shop. And I have the Sunlite USB rechargeable headlight here, which is fantastic. Just throw it on the computer and charge it up at night. But this is my Sears Free Spirit. If you ever want to just, find an old bike and turn it into something cool and useful, this is a great way to go. Now, I know I haven't went in depth, so if you have any questions specifically on any of the parts, where to get them, what to look for, leave it in the comment section below and I'll do my best to get back to you.